Cowboys and the Falcons have not met since the playoffs in January of '81. With Danny White pointing the way, Dallas stunned Atlanta, scoring twice in the final 4 minutes and winning by 3. The Falcons haven't been the same since. For more than a decade, Steve Bartkowski has been the foundation upon which the Falcon fortune was built, filling the highlight films with passes to Billy White Shoes Johnson. But the passing of years and a series of knee injuries have taken their toll, and Bartkowski is no longer a part of the Atlanta picture. Instead, the quarterback is now Dave Archer, a second-year free agent from Soda Springs, Idaho, whose mobility helped Atlanta to its first win of the season last week. The key to the Cowboys' 5-2 midseason record has been a gambling, blitzing defensive scheme which has led to 29 quarterback sacks. But the gamble sometimes doesn't pay off. Last week, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the blitz and the Cowboys, handing them a bitter 2-point defeat. This afternoon from Texas Stadium in the shadows of the sparkling skyline of Big D, it's the Atlanta Falcons against the Dallas Cowboys.
CBS Sports presents the National Football League. Today, the Atlanta Falcons against the Dallas Cowboys.
A sellout crowd has gathered here at Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas on a slightly overcast day, temperature of 75 degrees, for this meeting between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys clinging to a tenacious one-game edge over New York in the NFC East going into today's action, and Atlanta fresh from its first victory of the 1985 season. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Verne Lundquist along with Terry Bradshaw. This is only the second time Atlanta has ever played in Texas Stadium. The last time was 1978 in a playoff game. And they bring with them today a second-year free agent quarterback named Dave Archer. Terry, I must believe that he's going to see blitzing, the likes of which he's never seen in his life today.
Well, he will. I think, will be totally prepared for the Cowboy blitz, Verne. The thing that's going to help him is the fact that he has the ability to run with the football. Now, we know he's smart. Coaches told us he was a smart young man, so we think he'll be able to pick that up also. The key to their offense will be multiple sets, moving them around, moving the players around, and Coach Henning said this will be something we hope to confuse them with our sets where they can't blitz all the time.
The Cowboys come in from an unexpected defeat at Philadelphia last week. They have a history of looking beyond teams that have the so-called lesser records. Might they do that today?
Well, I would think it would be a big mistake on behalf of the Cowboys to overlook any football team, especially a team like the Falcons that could very well be 3-4 or 4-3. Key today for the Cowboys, of course, is the return of Danny White. And has he recovered from the rib injuries, and can he throw the football and throw it well? If he does, the Cowboys' chances are good. Their defense, once again, relies mainly on the blitz to get to Archer.
We are set to go. The Atlanta Falcons won the toss and will receive Rafael Septien to kick off for the Dallas Cowboys, and Cliff Austin and Dan Wagoner are deep for Atlanta. Austin with a 94-yard kickoff return that highlighted the Falcons' win over New Orleans last week. Week number 8 of the 1985 season before a sellout crowd at Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas. Danny Wagoner from the goal line. And is cut down as he reaches the 23, from which point Dave Archer gets his third start of the 1985 season. Ricky Easman made the tackle. It will be Archer at quarterback, Gerald Briggs at the setback spot. Ken Wisenhunt replaces Cliff Benson at tight end today. Stacy Bailey and Charlie Brown back in action after a 2.5-week rest. Up front, Ken Scully, Van Note, the oldest player other than Jan Stenerud in the NFL, alongside the young rookie Bill Fraley. First down 10 from the 23. Dave Archer from Soda Springs, Idaho, had a good week a week ago. They'll throw on first down. Deep left side, picking immediately on the new starter, Victor Scott, who is replacing Ron Fellows. That was a decision made by the Cowboy coaching staff on Tuesday. Defensively, Jones, Dutton, Randy White, and Jim Jeffcoat. Randy White will have an interesting matchup with John Scully today. Lockhart has been a terrifically improved player this season at middle linebacker. And the defensive secondary, Wall, Scott, Clinkscale, and Downs. Victor Scott is the starter. He replaces Ron Fellows. He's a second-round draft choice of a year ago from the University of Colorado, where he faced Dave Archer in Big 8 play. Ricky Eastman comes in as a nickelback on 2nd down and 10. Gerald Riggs starts right, cuts back left, and finds a big hole to the 34. And that might be enough to move the chain, but there is a flag down.
Well, we know that Riggs is going to carry the football. This is a good move. Heckman goes up inside, sees it. Riggs reads him, goes outside. I mean, Lockhart, as he filled up inside, Riggs was able to see that, Verne, and then danced to the outside as Michael Downs came up from free safety and made the stop.
The injured player is John Scully, a 5-year man from Notre Dame, who is matched up against Randy White today.
Defense lined up offside. Penalty declined. 1st and 10.
Now, you heard Gordon McCarter, the referee, as Scully gets tended to by the Atlanta medical staff. Time has been called on the field. Atlanta does have its first down of the game. The injured player is John Scully, and they have brought the mobile cart out to help take him off, and there's not much question, Terry, how this happened.
Well, this happened. He was out hustling downfield, throwing a block for Riggs. Now, you see him right in the screen. Now, watch Riggs rolls up his right leg, catches his ankle, and then rolls up the ankle, and then his body forces him on the outside, Verne, pushing the knee on the inside. So, you know, it's obviously, from this vantage, looks like it's going to be a knee, and certainly hope it's not one of those serious knees, just a bruise or something like that.
Well, while they tend to John Scully, a reminder that coming up next Saturday, the Iowa Hawkeyes, freshman, a convincing 49-10 win over Northwestern yesterday, will take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. And Ohio State really had to struggle. They had to come from behind to defeat Minnesota and Lou Holtz 23-19 as they scored, came from behind a 19-10 deficit in the 4th quarter with 13 unanswered points. That's coming up next Saturday. The 1st-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes against 9th-ranked Ohio State, 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 Pacific here on CBS Sports. And again, John Scully is the injured Atlanta Falcon, the left guard. And injured, there is Jeff Keywell, who will take his place, who has started twice already this year. Keywell, first-year man out of Arizona, had played previously in the United States Football League. But not having expected to start today, suddenly they have to overcome the real terrible thing that has happened here to John Scully and then get themselves set to go back in and play football, and he's got to face Randy White, and they are really taking their time with John Scully. Already early this afternoon, the Indianapolis Colts have gone out on top of Green Bay 7-0 first quarter game. And of course, this is the first half of the CBS doubleheader, and coming up later this afternoon, a fascinating matchup from Los Angeles as the undefeated Rams are at home against the suddenly struggling San Francisco 49ers, and that'll be the second half of our doubleheader. Most of you will see that on CBS. Some of you will see the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. And I think they're getting ready to put one of those plastic casts on, Terry.
What it looks like, Verne, in watching him down there, it looks like it's his leg. It's not his ankle up. Looks like it's his leg. So when they put that cast on there, they'll do it for the knee to mobilize it and put the pressure on it, and then they'll put this on his leg. See, they've cut the tape on his ankle there, so it's obviously appears to be a fracture of some sort.
John Scully is the injured player, hit downfield from behind on the second play of the game as Gerald Riggs rolled up the back of his leg.
We can look at it again. Scully, number 61, to be the left guard. And as the play starts, you're going to see he's going to go down, he's going to block, then he's going to hustle downfield, and Riggs is going to get the ball and come up, and then right in the air, he's going to roll up right over his back, catch his ankle, and then roll the leg up. And as we run it, you can see there he is. Now he comes inside, and there's the move by Riggs. Now he does a good job, and now Scully's downfield helping out, doing a good job blocking, looking out, and then all of a sudden right up from behind There comes Riggs, rolls right up his leg. Here it is again.
Michael Downs had made the tackle on Gerald Riggs, and now John Scully is being lifted onto the mobile cart and receives a nice hand from the crowd here at Texas Stadium. He's a 5-year man from Notre Dame. And we'll get word to you from the training room as quickly as possible on the condition of John Scully, the Atlanta Falcons starting left guard. And as a last gesture, reaches out and tells his teammates, play well, fellas. They do have X-ray facilities on location in all NFL facilities, so they will take an immediate X-ray of John Scully. We're back to play now, just underway. Verne Lundquist and Terry Bradshaw from Texas Stadium. Atlanta has run 2 plays. It's first down 10, and they have the ball at their own 35-yard line. Billy White Shoes Johnson in motion, followed by Ricky Easman. Archer, here he goes, and doesn't go far. That's 1 yard to the 36. Jim Jeffcoat and Gene Lockhart combined for the tackle for the Cowboys.
Well, this is the thing that the Cowboys are afraid of. They're talking to them. They say, well, we're really concerned about containment on Archer, Verne. We want to, this guy gets out of the pocket. Boy, he can make you miss tackles. He's big and he's fast. And we've got to get a lot of pressure on him, but we've got to keep somebody in his face. That time he tried to get to Johnson with the ball. Couldn't. Ran with it. No gain.
Cowboys on first down had their nickel package in. Their 5 defensive backs, and they are still in there now. Billy White Shoes Johnson in motion. Archer back. Under a little bit of pressure, goes deep left side and overthrows the intended receiver, Charlie Brown. And that will bring up a 3rd down and 10. And the Cowboys again adjust defensively. There is Dan Henning, now in the final year of a 3-year contract. And what an interesting conversation we had with him last night about his team and how the atmosphere on the Falcons has been very, very good despite the 6 losses in succession. That they believe in what he and his staff are trying to accomplish, and that they've responded quite well. Last week got their first win. 3rd down, 9. No score. Joe Washington in the backfield. White Shoes starts. Now goes all the way across, followed by Walls. Blitz. And Don Smerrick, just activated on Friday, goes right over the back of Dave Archer. That is only the 4th sack that Atlanta has given up in the last 2.5 games.
Well, you're going to look at this again. Smerrick, number 60. This is not a blitz. They faked the blitz. They come back outside, and then on the inside, you're going to see Jeffcoat coming outside, and then looping around is Smerrick, number 60. Now Archer sees him coming, and he says, "Oh my gosh, let me get down. Fresh legs." So he hits the ground, and Smerrick gets the sack.
Rick Donnelly is the punter for Atlanta this year, averaging 41.2 with a long of 56. And Bill Bates is back to return. Punt returns have been a consistent problem for the Cowboys this year. Bates has it on the run. And Dallas does come out with fine field position at the 46 after Jeff Jackson makes the tackle on Bill Bates. 13 minutes and 6 seconds to go, first quarter. We are scoreless. Cowboys on offense will open with Danny White after a 1-week rest because of sore ribs. Dorsett, Newsom, Hill, and Renfro in the other skill position spots. Posderick will open at left tackle after Chris Schultz has started the last 4 games. Kurt Peterson had some neck problems on Friday, but he's back in there, and Doug Cosby is having a potential all-pro year at tight end. First down and 10, Danny White, having set out last week for the season, 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. First down, 10 Dallas. And Newsom will come and set up in a slot to the right side. Throwing on first down. Tony Hill bobbles it and grabs it. That'll be a yard short of the first down at the 45-yard line of Atlanta as John Rady, number 59, last-minute replacement in the starting defensive unit, made the tackle on Tony Hill. That's his 38th catch of the year.
Bobby Butler, 23 on the outside. He actually has Hill. Now Hill going inside. You see the zone. The linebackers are dropping deep. And there's the pass right in the chest of Hill. Hits him in, drops it, picks it up, grabs it again. Then Rady comes over and makes the stop.
Tony Hill now with 38 catches for the 1985 season in his 9th year.
Well, we thought they were going to have to throw the football. They come out right off the bat, play action, come out, hit Hill, 10 yards, a little bit short of the first down. Oh, they did make the first down.
Got it. Brian, Pitts, Benish, and Gann. The young man in the front four. John Rady is starting in place of Johnny Taylor. He joins Curry and Al Richardson. And the secondary has been the real problem for Atlanta because they've lost 3 men in 1/2 the second week of the season in San Francisco. First down and 10. Ball at the 44 officially for the Cowboys, and Dorsett will carry for the first time. Not far to the 42-yard line on his first tote of the afternoon. Tony Dorsett 2 weeks ago here at Texas Stadium, over a 10,000-yard mark.
Excuse me, Verne. Notice the guard tackles sitting right over at center. Look at this. Look at, they're sitting at the offset. See the offsets? Look at the tackles at the offset. Now Tony's going to come in and try to hit right inside, and he's going to miss it. See the offsets? Now he cuts back. Now look at there. 69 finish right in there, stunts right in there, and makes the tackle.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Again, the pass from Danny White into the flat. That's a secondary receiver that he has found, Tim Newsom, who makes the catch in front of Buddy Curry and moves the ball to the 40-yard line. Newsom missed a couple of games, had a knee injury while participating in a field goal unit down in Houston the 3rd week of the season, and was out for 2, then came back last week. Now the rookie Carl Poe comes in. He replaces Doug Cosby at a wide receiver spot on 3rd down. Cowboys hitting just about 40%. And they have a 3rd down 6, scoreless first quarter, 11:54 to go. Three-man rush by Atlanta. White pumps once, pumps twice, and overthrows Timmy Newsom. It'll be 4th down.
Well, he had him. Buddy Curry had Newsom covered man for man, and Danny White saw this. He came out, he tried to hit him on the break, but he was too well covered, didn't have enough time, and just threw the football in the end zone. One of the things that's interesting about the coverage of the Falcons that time was instead of bringing in an extra defensive back, they brought in a linebacker and took Benson out, a tackle out, and brought in 58, David Fry.
For the 2 young guys,
Mike Saxon hitting it better than right at 45 yards per kick this year in his first year in Dallas. Will kick it deep to Anthony Allen. As neither team is able to generate much, the Cowboys not able to take advantage of the field position. That's a great kick by Saxon, however. Or potentially. Let's see.
He's still walking.
Wasn't as great as it looked at first. Now for an NFL Today report. Let's go to Brent Musburger in New York.
Well, Verne, the Chicago Bears scored on their first possession. Jim McMahon, who is playing despite that painful lower back injury, hit Dennis McKinnon. The Bears have never lost a football game in which McKinnon has caught a touchdown pass. Back to Verne.
Well, that's a rather nice start for them, Brent, as they really appear to be the class of the NFL in 1985 so far. Tom Landry on the sideline, 248 career victories. Atlanta's 2nd possession, and they begin from their own 14-yard line. Arthur Cox starts in motion. Gerald Riggs gets the handoff, and then he gets a little bit of Randy White, but still manages to push out beyond the 15 to the 19-yard line.
The thing that's kind of interesting, Verne, is the fact that the Cowboys have taken out a linebacker and they brought in Thurman. Now Thurman's covering the slot, so they're matching up the 3 receivers with 3 secondary people plus 2 over the top. 5 defensive backs in on first down for the Cowboys.
It really is a chess game early on.
It really is. It really is.
2nd down, 5. Again, Cox in motion. The handoff to Riggs, who tries that stutter step at the center behind Jeff Van Note, and it works out across the 20 near the 23, brings up a 3rd down and 2. Tampa Bay, looking for its first victory of the year, has jumped on top of New England, and Washington has taken an early lead over Cleveland. Redskins trying to even their record at 4-4. We are scoreless in the first quarter. 3rd down, 1 in Atlanta from the 23. Riggs, nice cutback. What a wonderful move. First down to 36. He weighs 235 pounds, but he ran that one with sprinter speed.
You're going to see it. Reverse handoff, turns around, hands it to the left. Now, Riggs sees everyone going down, so he cuts back against the flow, goes back outside, and he's into secondary. Clink scale 47, has to make the tackle. Boy, that's good line play that time by the entire offensive line, especially the right side.
First down, 10, Atlanta. No score in the game, just under 10 minutes to go, first quarter. Riggs again. He's the workhorse. He's got room. Another 16-yard pickup across Cowboy country to the 47-yard line. 97 yards last week. He holds the Atlanta record with 202 yards in the season opener a year ago against New Orleans.
The key block by the tight end going down inside. Arthur Cox looking, picks off. The guards pull out and hook the ends. Heckman, 58, the linebacker's nowhere in sight. Lockhart chases, but there you are. Big gain, first down. Clink scale once again having to come up from strong safety, make the tackle, Verne.
The Cowboys lead the league in yards given up per average carry. They've only yielded an average of 3.1. Riggs is averaging 10 yards a pop, and this will be about 4 more added to that total as Mike Hickman does make the stop. Interesting, he told you last night, no, he wasn't surprised by the success he's having.
Well, he really wasn't. He's obviously a confident young man, as he should be. But the fact is, he says, I expect to play well. I expect it. I know I have talent, and I'm going to work hard, continue working hard. But no, I'm not surprised at all that I have been successful, and be very disappointed if I don't continue being successful.
Second down, spot. Why not? But this time he's down to the 39 is Gerald Riggs, and a little exchange breaks out involving John Dutton and Jeff no, not
That's
Jeff
Fralick, 79, the right guard, just buries Dutton. And while going down, Dutton grabs a hold of his head, and jerks his helmet off. Fralick, 79, #1 draft choice out of Pitt, and there's John Dutton. What a load, huh? That's two big guys going at it. 79 versus 78.
St. Louis leading Houston in the first quarter, and Denver over Kansas City in the first quarter. Third down and 2, no score, first quarter here. Riggs again. That might be enough. Cowboys are staying, Terry, with that 5 defensive back unit. Now, Jeff Rohrer is not in there. Ricky Eastman is. I think Dan Henning is saying, okay, you're going to play pass. We'll just keep running until you stop us.
The thing that Henning told us yesterday, we're going to come out, and if the Cowboys want to stop the pass, then we'll run the football. Now, if they want to give us the pass, we'll take the pass and give up the run, although we're a better running football team. I would prefer to be able to run against them and use our best weapon, which is our running back, Riggs. Now, I don't know that right now the Cowboys are playing with it and matching up the 3 wide receivers. So if they change that, they come with 2 wide outs, in comes the other linebacker, and out goes the other one.
Cliff Austin in the lineup now. First down, 10. Austin gets the carry, but not for very much. John Dutton. And now for an NFL Today report. Let's go to Brent Musburger in New York.
Well, Verne, the Washington Redskins have jumped all over the...
That hasn't taken long, Brent. Our score is 0-0, and we've got 7:32 to go first quarter. The Falcons have moved on the ground to a second down and 10 at the Cowboy 37-yard line. Billy Johnson in motion. Archer will throw. Caught. Stacy Bailey or Arthur Cox, number 88. And Mike Hickman was there defending, but Cox got right on the sideline and made the catch.
Well, this is just a good job by the quarterback Archer. He's coming back. He's trying to get the ball to Billy Whiteshoes over the left side. He can't. He moves outside. He finds Bailey on the outside. Now he's well covered, and that's Cox, I'm sorry, number 88, does a good job of throwing the football in there. And Cox did a good job that time, Verne, turning his body and making the reception.
This Atlanta drive began at their own 14-yard line. They now have a first down at the Cowboy 23. Lots of room. First and goal inside the 6. Michael Downs saved the touchdown. Dan Henning is confusing this Cowboy defensive unit thus far.
Well, the key block on this run by Riggs is going to be by number 49, the H-back, number 49, Matthews, who is the tight end. He's going to come outside and do a hook block right on the ground. There, now down goes the linebacker. There's no support. And then Riggs is sitting in out there all by himself for a big game. I mean, Cliff Austin, number 39.
12 for 59 coming into the game. He had that 94-yard touchdown on a kickoff last week. Former number 3 draft choice of New Orleans. Matthews sets up tight to the right side, number 49. First and goal from the 6 in the scoreless game. Riggs pile driving to the 3-yard line.
You know, they've got so many different groups. They've got a running group on first down, a running group on third down. They got a passing group on first down. This time they come in with 32 Tyrell at fullback, go to the eye. They've been in the one-back set a while ago. They went in, they came inside with Benson, and then got a good block by 49 and tight. So they really are mixing up their offense well, something we had talked about earlier at the offset of this football game.
Cowboys had Diassi and Rohrer back in the lineup in their goal line defensive scheme. Second down and goal from the 3. Play fake. Archer has a man wide open. Alema Matthews, who was just reactivated this week when Bartkowski went on injured reserve. Al Matthews gets the touchdown toss from Dave Archer.
This was a beautiful play. You see this so often down at the goal line, where quarterbacks get them in second down, first down, and playing the run with a great running back like Riggs. You come out and you do a little play action. We're going to see it once again. Play action is going to come up to the top. He's going to fit. Now look at Austin. He goes down and bingo, back out to the outside. Archer's going to turn around, fake it, and then keep going. And then he's going to hit Matthews 49. See the block? Now he releases. Now he's wide open. Make it look like a run. It ends up being a pass.
That's 81 extra points in succession for Mick Luckhurst. And the Atlanta Falcons drive 86 yards for the first touchdown of the game. Stadium in Irving, where the Atlanta Falcons have shocked this sellout crowd with an 86-yard drive in 12 plays, almost 6 minutes.
Well, the thing that's interesting is that a smart football team will take what a team gives them. The Cowboys gave them the run. The Falcons took the run.
Dallas opened with those 5 defensive backs and stayed with it for almost the duration of the drive. John Williams fumbles. He did it twice last week. Now picks it up and does manage to get out to the 17-yard line. But the special teams of the Dallas, particularly in the area of kick returns, has been a problem all year.
Well, that's true, Verne, and you have to spend a lot of time on special teams. And in Pittsburgh, we spend 45 minutes a week on special teams, and then we get eaten out on Tuesdays because we didn't do a good job on Sunday. So you got to spend a lot of time on them.
49ers and Rams for most of the country coming up after our ball game. Some of you will see the Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Second half of our doubleheader on CBS. First down 10 Dallas. With 5:35 to go first quarter, they open with split backs behind Danny White. Tony Dorsett for just a couple. It has been the Gerald Riggs show so far in his head-to-head matchup against Tony Dorsett.
I wanted you to look and see what these are tackles. Now this man right here is ready, a linebacker, tackle, linebacker. They have 5 people on the line of scrimmage. They're messing them up, taking Brian outside and putting the linebacker over the tight end. That time they're doing a good job of stunning. Boy, they're really doing a good job of mixing this up.
Second down and 9. 7-0 Atlanta. Play fake, quick flip out. Posderick gets the block, and Tony Hill gets free. What a block by 6'9" Bill Posderick. Number 75 on the cornerback. You talk about mismatches. It's a gain of 11.
Well, he's about the tallest thing. He's about the 8th wonder in the world. I want you to take a look. Posderick right, and now here goes a little play action. He's going to ding, 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 and then he's going to wipe out the left corner. This time it would be Kaysen, and then you're going to see as the little play action comes out. Left, look at there's Posderick. That's 75 going out. There's a little quick screen. Wow, boy. You talk about a mismatch.
Posderick was injured on the play, however, as Kaysen gave back some, and Chris Schultz has taken his place. They're going deep for cover. It's overthrown.
They had the situation they wanted. Play action come out, drag Cosby all the way across to the far sideline at an angle, and then lay it over. Buddy Curry, number 50, middle linebacker, had him man for man, but he missed him. We're going to see it again. The very end of it, as you can see, there's the pass. Now there's Cosby, 84. He's wide open. Danny laid it up, just laid it up a little bit too high.
That brings up a 2nd down and 10. You saw that White is 3 out of 5. Now James Jones checks into the lineup, replacing Tim Newsom. Jones in his 5th year, but hadn't played in the last 2.5 until his knee was rehabilitated. And he has been a pass catching specialist for the Dallas Cowboys. Dorsett did not budge. And again, that defensive scheme up on the line just worked to perfection.
Well, the tackles for Atlanta, Pitt 74 and Benish number 69, are doing an excellent job of penetrating, taking the guards out of their offense, taking them completely out by getting there and destroying the line play. And then you have a running back like Dorsett, who depends a great deal on his quickness. Well, he has nowhere to go. The holes are all clogged up, goes inside. They do a fine job of stacking him up.
It's really a young defensive line with Ryan, last year's number 1, Pitts number 1 from 83, Benish a free agent, and Mike Gann, this year's number 2 pick. 3rd down and 10 from the shotgun. Cowboys trail 7-0. Here comes the safety or the linebacker blitz, and Hill is caught right near the point.
Oh, they're going to.
Now he's going to get a good spot.
Yeah, got a good spot.
That should be enough for the 1st down.
Unlike the Cowboys, who like the safety blitz, this time the Falcons come out. They line up in a conventional look where they have linebackers off the ball. Top of your screen, you're going to see Hill. Now, his responsibility is get the yardage for the 1st down. Now, actually, Verne, he stops right on the yardage. He stopped right on it, and they gave him a foot past it. But his job is to go at least 2 yards, 3 yards past that marker and come back and then make sure he has the 1st down. Good spot that time. Gave him the 1st down.
Yeah, he's got a good spot. He flirted with a 4th down punting situation. It'll be 1st down and 7-0. Atlanta leads the Cowboys in the 1st quarter. Into the right side, Mike Renfro unexpectedly drops it. He's been having a terrific year, and that's one of the few that has slipped through. Bobby Butler was defending on the play.
So many years he played in Houston, and he was telling me the other day, you know, it's just so nice to be back and have an opportunity, maybe before my career is finished, to go to the Super Bowl. And he said, here in Dallas, you know, TCU over Fort Worth, so close by. You know, he says, I'm really happy to be here and be a part of this system, and 20, 25 catches would be nice, but he said, I'd really like to get that ring.
Fred Cornwell, number 85, has come in as an extra tight end. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and 1 running back on 2nd and 10. Dorsett. Terry, Tom Landry said on Tuesday that the defensive unit or scheme used by Atlanta now almost makes it impossible to be consistent, that you have to hit the big play on them. Do you subscribe to that?
Well, their defense is multiple. We've talked about this. They've come in with 5 linemen. One of them will be a linebacker, moving them around. They stunt. They'll go stack over, take the tackle strong and weak, and they really move things around. They'll come in with 4 linebackers. We'll look for that today. They don't move their safeties around. They keep them on the same side, left and right safety. A very confusing defense that makes an offense earn every yard that they get.
And the Cowboys have had to do that. They've now got a 3rd and 8, trailing 7-0. Whoops.
Delay a game.
That'll cost him 5 yards.
Now, this is one of the problems you have when you have your plays being sent in and signaled in. And I've always said this, but if that quarterback's calling those plays, you're not going to have these delay of games. And another thing, Verne, is that these refs are getting this clock going now. They're not waiting like they used to. You really have to hurry up.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Nice voice. Guy's got a nice voice.
Maybe up here someday.
Well, whose seat? Mine or yours?
Boy, there are threats from all over. It'll be 3rd down and 13. It's a wonderful business. You spend all your time looking over your shoulder. Very, very reminiscent of pro football in that respect. 3rd and 13, 7-0. And Danny White will have him in the shotgun. Cowboys are 1 of 2 on 3rd down conversions. White wants a lot. Pulls up. There's Renfro deep. Adjustment on the ball, incomplete. There was contact, but it was incidental.
They're going to holler. They're going to holler for a penalty, but the rule is now, if the defensive back turns his head and looks back for the football and runs into the receiver, it is not a penalty. 82 Renfro, that's what he's claiming he was interfered with, but the ref sees it differently. There's the pass down the middle. Now's Renfro. Now you're seeing Tiger Green comes over the top of Renfro, but his head, Verne, was turned back to the quarterback, back to the receiving of the football. Therefore, they do not get a penalty.
As a quarterback, I'll bet you don't like that rule, do you?
Well, there's a lot of rules I didn't like as a quarterback, and maybe that'd be one of them.
Mike Saxon on the punt to Anthony Allen.
Good punt.
Yes, sir. Allen at the 16.
Hey, this guy likes to jump. That's the second time today we've seen him go hi-ho over the middle.
Bill Bates made the tackle. That's no bulletin in this town. The Atlanta Falcons went 86 yards, and they have the only touchdown of the game. Third Atlanta possession of the first quarter. They were stopped on their first time out, went 86 yards in 12 plays a second, and they now have a first down and 10 from their own 31-yard line. They have gotten the Cowboys out of the 5 defensive back set now. Dallas with a more traditional 4-3. Atlanta has more than doubled the Dallas offense so far. First down and 10.
Now you've got to watch and see how they operate on the slot, because that's where Johnson is. Billy White Shoes Johnson.
He's got Rohrer on him right now. There's a pass that is caught deep right side. Billy White Shoes Johnson, the man you mentioned. And Dave Archer wasted no time in finding the 10-year man out of Widener College last week. A career-high 11 catches, and that one was good for 19 yards.
Top of your screen, very simple. Down, 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 drive him, then come right across the middle, and Archer does a fine job this time. It's interesting here, as we've seen him run, Cowboys take that extra back out, Archer comes in and throws the football. Simple little angle in, nice little pass and catch.
First down at the 50. Atlanta leading 7-0. Gerald Riggs, this time nothing there, as Gene Lockhart filled the middle, number 56, and made the tackle. Some suggest that along with Jim McMahon, he may be the most improved player in the NFL. Buffalo leading Philadelphia 7-0 second quarter score. That one in the vet, and Indianapolis on top of Green Bay by 2
we're
touchdowns.
talking about a team making a turnaround. Those Colts are making a turnaround.
Our score is 7-0. Chicago has extended its lead over Minnesota to 10-0 now. The Falcons lead on a touchdown toss. How about that? Detroit over Miami. And here's Dave Archer back to throw. Deep right side into double coverage, and Clinkscale has the interception and is out of bounds. That is the 19th interception this season. I don't know that Archer ever saw the double coverage.
Well, he didn't see the double coverage. All he saw was the cornerback Walls running with Stacy Bailey, number 82, and Bailey goes by Walls, and Archer says, hey, man, I got myself 6. He lays it up, and then Clinkscale, there's the throw. Now you see Clinkscale over top, and he makes the reception. 1 foot, 2 foot out of bounds. Cowboy football.
Last week, the Cowboys failed to intercept a pass for the first time this season. They're back on stride.
You know, the thing that the Cowboys said, we really think we can pick some passes off of young Archer because he throws such a nice soft ball, gives us time to react, and that time Clinkscale did react.
Cowboys get it for the third time. Chris Schultz is in at left tackle in place of Posderick. Report from the bench, Posderick has a hyper-extended knee. White throws on first down. Perfect timing pass. Dorsett with a block from Peterson and is filled to the 30-yard line. Cooper and Peterson, number 61 and 65, were downfield, but what a terrific pass from Danny White.
The thing you're going to like about this is as 59, Ratty goes inside and puts the pressure on White. He leaves the defensive end, number 77, Brian, out here man for man on Dorsett. Total mismatch. Outstanding job about that time burned by White, who just lobbed it over Brian's head. Nice catch, nice chunk of yardage that time that they picked up.
Those of you who were watching last week when Dallas played at Philadelphia, we made the point that Dorsett is really pleased by his increased involvement in the passing offense of the Dallas Cowboys. First and 10. Across the middle, second time that Renfro had a catchable ball that he hasn't been able to hang on to. That was a little high, but I think could have been caught.
Well, it looked like from here that it went right through his hands. That pass, by the way, is one of those little picks where you take a guy from the outside, Renfro, 82, Verne, as he comes down inside, and you take the running back, and then he goes outside. There it is, and there's the ball right through his hands, 82. It's 2 now. We've seen him drop. That is not the way that we're used to seeing the guy play.
Defensive meeting going on the Atlanta bench, and by the way, word from the Atlanta locker room is that John Scully has a fractured tibia, fractured leg. He will be out for the remainder of the year. That's a tough break. White, deep, picked off, intercepted by Wendell Kaysen, number 20. Shakes a tackle, and the free agent rookie is still running. There's a flag down as well as Kaysen is finally tackled at the 27-yard line. It was intended for Tony Hill. Now check the penalty.
It's holding on the Cowboys, Verne. So it's going to be Atlanta's.
Number 65 offense, penalty declined, 1st and 10.
Kurt Peterson, number 65, left guard, caught for holding outside wide. Once again, you're going to see number 80, Hill, as he comes inside on Kaysen. Now, actually, Hill slows up to make the reception, which allowed Kaysen, number 20, to come underneath and intercept the football. Now he just does a good job of going from a defensive back to running back. Now inside, now outside. Good job that time by Richardson making a block for him.
Atlanta has a chance to increase its lead. They're already up 7-0. Final play of the first quarter. Cox starts in motion. Gerald Riggs. Not much there. Got a 1.5 yards. So the Cowboys have adjusted defensively now, shut down Riggs, but the Falcons equalize the turnovers, and they have a 7-0 lead at the end of the first quarter of play before a sellout crowd at Texas Stadium in Irving. We are back for the second quarter of week number 8 of the 1985 National Football League season. I'm Verne Lundquist, along with former Pittsburgh quarterback Terry Bradshaw. Atlanta, with Dave Archer in the cockpit, leads the Cowboys 7-0. They have a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. No, it slips the ball to Joe Washington on one of his rare running plays this year. And Washington slips up the middle to the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
There's Joe Washington. One of those Oklahoma backs with those quick feet. Not that larger man, but great acceleration, quick. And they like to use him. The Falcons have used him coming in out of the backfield, option routes, get the football to him, and occasionally, Verne, they will hand him the football and say, okay, Joe, go ahead and run with it just a little bit. Don't get used to it.
Well, he can still do it when called upon. 3rd and 3. Washington stays in. 2 wide receivers wide right. Here comes the blitz. Archer reads it, rolls out, is hit as he lets it go. He was in the procedure of throwing the ball, but it was Michael Downs. We expected to see it all day long. We've not, because the Falcons have been running, but that time it came.
Michael Downs up the middle. You're going to see Downs coming inside. There's Downs coming inside, Bates, and then the other defensive backs are dropping off. Now, as you see, now they come. Here they come, delayed blitz. Now, do a good job of picking up one defensive back, but then Downs is free. Now, the thing that surprised me here was the fact that Archer did move outside of the pocket to give himself some time, but still Downs, there he is, 26, was able to get to him force him to throw an incompletion.
Mick Luckhurst is the hottest field goal kicker going. He has hit 16 in a row, 13 straight this season, from an average of 39 yards. This will be from 37 yards out. He is 17 of 17. Extending back to the last game of last season. His last miss came against Philadelphia from 45 yards out. That one is good, and the Falcons have shocked Dallas with a 10-0 lead. Boy, you get these field goal kickers in a groove and they just stay there. Nothing to it, right, Terry?
Well, you know, the thing about it is he made so many of them, and it's kind of a nonchalant thing, and now it's, well, you know, another one down the middle. But the thing that's so impressive about the Falcons is the fact that they've been able to run the football well. They've tried to get their quarterback outside, recognizing the blitz. Their defense has been multiple, setting up things, confusing the Cowboy offense.
Coming up at halftime, Brent and Hank Stram with scores and highlights of all the activity going on in the National Football League today, plus a feature on Dieter Brock, LA's Canadian Rocky.
I thought that's kind of clever. Is that one of your headlines?
It's kind of.
Figures.
I'd use that phrase, kind of. Dieter Brock, who was a backup.
It would be like the Canadian Rock. See, that would rhyme, but that other part.
Dieter Brock, Canadian Rock.
Well, yeah, you know, if you want to really get clever.
If you and I don't make it in this business, we'll go to writing feature stuff.
Sure.
Diversified talents that we are. Luckhurst will kick off. He and his wife Terry expecting their first child soon. Terry, a former member of the Ladies Professional Golf Association, was his caddy last year. That's taken by John Williams, and he hangs on this time. Out to the 19-yard line. Cowboys trail 10-0. David Krudip made the tackle that time on Williams, who played collegiately at Wisconsin and then for a couple of years in the USFL. Elsewhere in the NFL, Buffalo is up on Philadelphia by 10 in the second quarter. How do you explain these things?
Well, maybe the Eagles have not gotten over the fact that they beat the Cowboys last week, and they're having a letdown. That
Indianapolis by 7.
Yeah, that's for a team that shouldn't have
Washington
letdowns.
by 14. And Tampa Bay by 8 over New England. Miami trailing Detroit 10-7. First down, 10, Dallas in the 19. White will throw on first down. Well overthrown for Renfro. Mike is only 5'10", and Danny White took a shot after delivering the ball. So the cylinders are not clicking. Spark plugs aren't working for the Cowboys so far.
Well, in White's defense, he hasn't played in a week. His ribs, we don't know if they're sore. Nobody in this stadium, only he and his wife and the Cowboy people know if they're sore, but he hasn't played. He's a little rusty, and they want to throw the football. It's obvious against the Falcons secondary, but they haven't been successful so far.
Atlanta has given up 300 yards passing in each of the last 3 games. That's where they're vulnerable. Dorsett has Tyson in front and gets out to the 26-yard line, from which point it'll be 3rd down and 4, as John Rady, number 59, made the tackle. Dorsett has only played Atlanta twice. Once was the 78 playoff game. Here in when the Cowboys won 27-20, and the other was the 1981 playoff game when the Cowboys won 30-27.
It's confusing for this offensive line because of the different formations that the defensive line of the Falcons are giving them. Very similar to their flex. It's very confusing to know who to block.
3rd down and 3. 10-0 Atlanta leads. Renfro is the motion man. Flags are down. Renfro deep has the catch if it stands up. Now check the flag. Motion. Dallas, wipe it out, bring it back. There is another flag on the far side of the field.
Tom Landry wondering when are we going to get something going offensively. They make a big play. They have a penalty. 2 flags are down. Now they're discussing it. Well, the Falcons are clapping, so obviously it's going to be against the Cowboys.
That will wipe out a 32-yard gain.
A delay of game, number 82 on the offense after the play is declined. Illegal motion, number 82 is accepted. 5-yard penalty, repeat the down.
I know exactly what they got Renfro for, spiking the football.
Spiking the football, just not his day. The thing that happened is only 2 ways he could have got delay a game. Number 1, starting too soon before the line was set, or the second part would be going towards the line of scrimmage before the ball was set. Either one of those would have been delay of game.
3rd down and 8 from the shotgun. Dallas trails 10-0 with 12:45 to go in the first half. 3-man rush for Atlanta. White to Renfro. Diving catch. That's more typical of the way Renfro has been playing this year. And he'd leaned over and asked the line judge, was that okay?
Well, this route was at the top of your screen. You're going to see down and out. Very simple. Linebacker's going to come out and come underneath. He's sitting on top now. He comes down, straight down, and coverage is way off. Sits outside. Now he slides back outside. No one there. Only the linebacker coming up. Well, that's actually Tiger Green, 33, as he comes up underneath and tries to make the stop. Good catch that time by Renfro.
First down, 10 Dallas. 10-0 they trail. 12:38 to go first quarter. Play fake again. White on first down. Rush coming. Screen pass right side. Dorsett. He's got an acre in which to work. To the 45-yard line. As Scott Case, number 25, did a heck of a job of closing that gap, because it looked for the moment like Dorsett could go for about 40. There is Scott Case playing with a deep thigh bruise.
Well, what do you do when you're coming out on play action on first down? You're throwing down the field, and you're getting a good rush by the line. Now you come out play action, let him in. 69 Benish tackle. He's in there, but whoa, where's Tony? There he is out in the flat. Now he's got all these big horses downfield. There's Rafferty coming in, making a nice block for him. Another good block. Big play by the Cowboys.
First and 10, Dallas trailing 10-0 with 11:52 to go first half. Dorsett comes to the near side with Cooper's block. He manages to pick up a couple of yards. Buddy Curry, number 50, made the tackle. Dorsett now with 15 yards on 6 carries. And there's Buddy Curry. Played with Lawrence Taylor on that great North Carolina team under Dick Crum back in the late 70s. They had a heck of a defensive unit back there.
Come on, D. Well, this defense, the defense for the Falcons has played excellent football. As we said earlier, they've given up less than 100 yards in their last 3 games on the ground. And today, the Cowboys have not run the football that well. And like we said, they're going to have to throw, I believe, to win this game.
They have been throwing. White is 7 of 14. And they have been throwing much on first down, as they will do again. 5-man rush. Tony Hill is down there. There ought to be a flag, and there is. No question that time on Wendell Cason, who had an interception earlier. And that will be a 28-yard penalty as Gordon McCarter hustles down to get confirmation.
Pass interference. Number 20 on the defense. 1st and 10.
Now what you're going to look at is the opposite set. Now we're looking at Hill down and in the corner. Renfro down. He comes underneath trying to clear out. And then Case in the left corner. Well, you're going to see it here. He's actually in the slot covering Hill man for man. There goes Dorsett in motion. Now the pass. And the slot guy will be Hill. Now he comes inside. Now here comes Renfro pulling up the corner. He bites on it. And now Hill goes behind him wide open for a big completion interfered with.
From the 25, 1st down 10. Newsome sets up in a wing to the right side. Renfro starts in motion. Another 1st down pass. Al Richardson nails Danny White. 6-year man from Georgia Tech. His 3rd sack of the year.
Something the Cowboys like to do is bring Renfro in motion, play action, come out and drag him all the way into the end zone. This time Richardson 56 coming from the right side. Blitzes, no one picks him up. Danny White sacked.
Should that have been Chris Schultz's man?
No, let me tell you what happens. You get a read on a team like the Cowboys, play action. They get awfully, they just can't stand themselves. They've got to get in that end zone, Verne. They love play action. They had a read on them. They came out and they blitz. Schultz goes in down inside to pick up the end, and then the linebacker's free.
1st sack of the day. It'll be 2nd down. 4-man rush. Now a delayed rush from the linebacker. Here's Hill. 6 points.
Eason again, number 20, has Hill man for man, driving and drive. See the inside position by Eason? That's to protect the post. Hill did an excellent job of faking the corner route and then coming back underneath Eason to make the touchdown grab. Eason had the position that time, but he didn't stay outside. Cason, I mean. Where'd I come up with Eason?
Ricky Eastman. Eastman and Cason, a couple of free agent rookies are out there. That's understandable. They just play on different sides. Here's the kick from Septien. It's 10-7. Cowboys go 81 yards, 7 plays, 35 yards in the touchdown toss. Tony Hill from Danny White. Cowboys don't take much time. 7-play drive, 81 yards in 3:44. And Danny White hit Tony Hill with a 35-yard touchdown toss to narrow the margin to 10-7. Now Raphael Septien will kick it deep to either Cliff Austin or Anthony Allen. That'll be a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. Take a look at that touchdown toss once again.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to, right at the top of your screen, they're going to bring Hill in, bring him down, come over. It's going to kind of come out like this. Now, on the far left side, you can't see it, but as we drop back, you're going to see White's going to freeze Case. The safety is coming into your screen at the top middle right. He freezes him. He comes up. Now the middle's wide open, and at a good throw, Hill makes a catch and goes in over the top of Case.
Wendell Cason.
That's right.
Atlanta's last four possessions, interception, they've scored 10 points.
Now they're back with 5 defensive backs.
See what Archer does. Springsail makes the safety blitz, and the running play to Riggs doesn't work. Stop at the 20. So the adjustments have been made by the Cowboys, it would seem, as Riggs had 50 yards in the first quarter. Ricky Eastman, number 42, makes that tackle, along with Ed Too Tall Jones. But the Cowboys, the blitz is not employed against a running attack.
No, it's not.
Which is why we haven't seen it.
The blitz that you would use against a rushing team would be an outside linebacker blitz, and then you'd gap all those big linemen. But their blitzing has been by their safeties, and they're not doing it now because of the Falcons' ability to run the football.
That's what you call a 6-1, right? See, I'm learning.
Yeah, you're excellent.
I'm listening. 2nd down and 9, Archer. Lets it out to Arthur Cox. That's, I think, just short of the 1st down as Dexter Clinkscale made the tackle.
See, one of the things that can get confusing as we look at 47 Clinkscale is with 5 defensive backs like they have now, they can take 47 Clinkscale, who is the strong safety for the Cowboys, and they can move him around and match him up strength. They can put him over the tight end, or they can take him out in 3 wide receivers and put him over the slot, and then blitz him from the slot or blitz him from the tight end spot. And this will be something that Archer has to figure out, what in the world are we going to do to solve it.
Cowboys now go to their short yardage defense, and Atlanta counters with its power offense. Tim Terrell is in there with Al Matthews, Cliff Benson, and Arthur Cox. Backs are in the eye. Terrell, the short man, Gerald Riggs. That's going to be very close.
Actually, his head got past the line of scrimmage, Burma, but I am not sure that the football did.
According to the spot, no. There's Dan Henning. 3rd year of his contract as the head coach, former offensive coordinator.
Al Matthews, 49, is telling us, right? He said, hey, look, coach, we're 6 inches short. What do you think? We're on the 30. Want to go for it? Archer's looking over there. What do you think? No.
Well, when you're 1-6 and there's been speculation about your job, I think you settle. Yeah, but don't take the gamble.
But Verne, yeah, you're right. You don't take the gamble because your football team is playing well. Your defense is playing well. You're running the football. You're throwing it when you have to and being successful. Why take the gamble? We're only early in the 2nd quarter. Punt it.
I'll bet you'd try to talk Chuck Noll out of that decision.
No, I don't think I would. I agree with this one 100%.
Bill Bates back to return. Rick Donnelly, rookie from Wyoming, where he averaged better than 45 yards a kick, is on the punt.
Nice punt.
That's a dandy. Bates. He's a wave of red. And down at the 27-yard line, the first man down was Dan Wagner. We've got 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Atlanta leads by 3.
In their first
8 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Verne Lundquist and Terry Bradshaw at Texas Stadium, week number 8 of the 85 season. Atlanta looking for its first victory in Texas Stadium over the Cowboys and its 2nd win of the season. The Cowboys trying to stay on top of the New York Giants et al. in the NFC East. And Danny White is the quarterback. Dallas trails 10-7. 1st down at the 27-yard line. And again, they're throwing on 1st down. Cosby is wide open. Looks for a block by Renfro. I'm reminded of what you said last week. No, the wide receivers don't block.
This is one of the routes that they like on 1st down is Cosby in the center of your screen will come off the line of scrimmage. Now the linebacker sees that. He drops back. Now Cosby's wide open. Now the nice thing about it, Renfro is downfield 82. He's trying to make a block on Jeff Jackson, number 51.
Not much of one. 1st down, Dallas from the 40. From the I formation. Dorsett gets loose behind the line. Now watch him rip. His time in that 60-yard dash was about 6 flat. He hasn't lost much.
Jumps over. White comes back. The little cross buck action. Actually, he gets inside that time of the linebacker 59 that penetrates. When he misses the tackle, boy, it's Katie bar the door. Rady, number 59, the guy that missed the tackle, opened up the entire secondary to Dorsett, who goes 60 yards.
Longest run of the season for Dorsett, who now has 74 yards and 7 carries. Septien with the extra point. And the Cowboys have gone on top here in the 2nd quarter with 14 unanswered points. That's a 72-yard drive, and it took 2 plays. New NBA season promises to be one of the greatest in league history. There was the debut of Patrick Ewing, which many of you saw yesterday. Kareem and Magic on a mission to make the Lakers the first team to repeat in 17 years. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, the Twin Towers, Samson Olajuwon. Next Saturday at 2 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific, CBS Sports presents The Quest for the Crown, a preview of the NBA's 40th season. That's next Saturday on CBS Sports. You a big basketball fan?
All right, can I see that to see if they set up in pass protection? Can I just look at it?
We'll show it to you when we get a chance.
Oh.
And half of America hopes that you get to see it since you wanted it so urgently.
Oh, you got it. Fool me.
It's called live television.
Fooled me again.
72 yards in 2 plays, 47 seconds. Dorsett with a 60-yard run. And the Cowboys ready to kick off. Dan Henning, whose team had jumped out to a 10-0 edge, and now has fallen behind on a 35-yard. I'm thinking back, Terry, to what Tom Landry said at his press conference on Tuesday, a meeting with the media. Atlanta is a team you have to beat with big plays. You can't get the consistent drives, and they've gotten those big plays to score.
Well, they did get one consistent drive on them with using the pass. 2 screens and a pass to Renfro and a TD pass to Hill. The thing they didn't expect, of course, was to get a 60-yard run by Dorsett. And you're right, their defense had played outstanding against the run. And if you were going to beat them today, the Cowboys felt like they had to get the big pass in to beat them.
Septien's kickoff. Wagner and Cliff Austin. This will be Cliff Austin with a 23-yard line. Tripped up by number 24, Everson Walls.
Well, the thing I'd been asking for in the world hurt, I was looking for these guys to set up and do some pass blocking, which would confuse these linebackers. See pass, drop back, drop back. Dorsett's going to come over here, take the ball, bingo, right up the middle. All right, world, let's see what happens. There's the old crossbuck. There they are, dropping deep. Now he goes outside, cuts back inside. See you later.
Ask and ye shall receive.
There you go.
You got what you asked for. First down, 10 Atlanta from the 23, trailing 14-10. Archer going deep. Walls never turned around, and the pass was underthrown, intended for Stacey Bailey. Bailey has been bothered by back and rib injuries. Dave Archer from Soda Springs, Idaho, then to Snow Junior College in Ephraim, Utah, then to Iowa State, and a free agent quarterback. Gil Brandt told me before the game that one of the assistants at Iowa State called him and said, you need to take a look at this guy. You ought to sign him as a free agent. And the Cowboys thought about it.
He's a gifted athlete who really hadn't had an opportunity to play his second year, but he has a good arm, not a great arm, but he has the savvy that they like, the quarterback savvy, believes that he can win and win big.
He's 23 years of age and looks like he's 15. Second down, 10. But has the maturity of a man much older, and he'll need it right now.
Cowboys faking blitz, pull out of the blitz that time, and then they were able to get inside and get the pressure for the sack.
That will be declined. The holding call against Atlanta as Don Smerrick gets his second sack of the game. Smerrick just off injured reserve.
Holding, number 63 offense, penalty declined, third down.
Jeff Keywell, number 63, will be the left guard. There he is in center of your screen. I'm sure he's real happy that we called his name out. Randy White comes down inside, and Keywell simply goes down inside with him. Smerrick loops around the outside and makes the sack, number 60. Little stunt, tackle in, tackle out.
Don Smerrick on injured reserve all year long, activated on Friday. David Ponder was waived. And Smerrick has made a valuable contribution early. It's third down and 19. They do not come with a blitz again. Pass left side to Joe Washington, but Bates wraps him up and knocks him out of bounds. There's another flag, and a fight has broken out back at the goal line. Don Smerrick with Arthur Cox, and flags are down, 2 of them.
Smerrick getting in some of those punches. He's missed a lot of playing time. Wants to get in, get a little shot here and there, a little shot. He's picking on Cox. Looks like he's done a pretty good job, too, Verne.
McCarter will unravel things here.
Well, they're going to get I'll tell you, Cox was retreating, number 88. He kept backing up, and the ref said he saw that. You know, if had Cox retaliated, we'd have seen that flag and we'd have had offsetting personal fouls. This time Cox backs up. Smerck's just busting away on him. They throw the flag. Now they've got a first down.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness after the play. Number 60 on the defense. 15 yards, first down.
Number 60, Smerck. Now there's 88 Cox in red for the Falcons. Now look at this. What good right-hand lead. Now then Jones is trying to break it up. The ref sees that, throws a flag 15 yards instead of punting. Now you've hurt your football team. There's Smerck. Now he's going off. You know, if I were him, I'd go to the end of the bench away from Coach Landry.
Yeah, now he gets to go talk to Ernie Stautner and Tom Landry on
and
the
that's
bench.
that's no pleasant job, is it?
First down and 10 after what would have been a 4th and 10. 14-10, Dallas leads. Cox in motion. Gerald Riggs tripped up. Gain of just a couple. Did you ever get into a fight when you were playing?
I got it. Well, I don't know if you'd want to call this a fight, but I actually was beating on a leg. Now they're throwing a flag on the Atlanta Falcon bench. Personal foul now on the coaching staff of the Atlanta Falcons.
That is Jack Fetty, the line judge who threw the flag, number 39.
You know, you just got a first down. Leave it alone. Now you've hurt your football team. Now Henning say, what are you guys doing? We're 1-6 and you're over here giving us. Now they're going backwards. Crazy. I don't know what he would be complaining about.
Well, we'll have Gordon McCarter let us know if he'll single out an individual here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offensive team's bench. After the play, 15-yard penalty. The down counts. It will be second down.
Look at the slight smile on Dan Hemming as he continues to talk with Jack Fetty.
You know, I would like to know why they would get a foul. What in the world could they be complaining about? They just got a first down. They're keeping their offensive drive alive. Instead of having a punt, they've got the football. Not only do they get penalized, but they also lose a down.
Fetty was still upset. It'll be second down and 23. Cowboys go to the prevent defense. Thurman and Eastman have come in. 5:41 to go in the half. First down and 10, or second and 23. Stunts. Archer is hit. Ball is tipped incomplete.
Too tall Jones that time coming around from the left side. Too tall Jones, number 72, and we're talking about a load right in the center of your screen. Goes around. Miller tries to get him, comes back inside, and there's where you're going to see Archer set up. And there's where, when he sets up, number 72 will greet him. There's the play. Now we're coming out, just bang. There's Miller trying to help out, and then 72 Jones right over the top makes a good job.
And perhaps you could see the games being played by Randy White, Jim Jeffcoat. They were circling and looping around each other. That's what we call stunning. It'll be third down and 23. 14-10, Dallas leads. Here comes Jones, inside rush. Archer deep in the middle. And the Billy White Shoes Johnson takes a pop, and now the flag's fly again.
Now you're going to get a penalty on downs, 26 for going to the head of Billy White Shoes Johnson. Well, this is turning out to be something.
Street roll.
You know, you get one shot on one guy, and you try to take it out on someone else, and now you're giving it up again.
It's not pass interference.
No.
It's a personal foul.
Personal foul, exactly. He did not make a play on the football. He tried to go right at his head with the arms, and when you do that, I don't care if it's intentional or not, it's a penalty.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 26 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Terry, it strikes me that this is a sign of an undisciplined team and not a very veteran team. You don't start taking shots in a game like this if you're poised and cool.
This is a veteran football team. I disagree with you there, Verne. Now there's Johnson going down. He's looking for the football. 42 Eastman on him. There's the ball. He reaches out. Now the left shoulder comes in right at the head. No sirree, you cannot do that. Now look at 32 Thurman doing that. Now see, that's taunting. They could have thrown another flag for that.
Well, twice now Atlanta has gotten new life with personal foul penalties. Riggs over left guard out to the 43-yard line.
One of the things that's bad about this, and the thing to watch for, is will this young Atlanta Falcon team be able to maintain some composure throughout all of this while the Cowboys are wailing away and fights are breaking out? Someone has to keep some common sense and some sanity out there, and whoever can do that is a team that obviously can score some points now, because this has turned out to be mayhem.
Maybe they're tired of the reputations of finessing.
I guarantee you they're not finessing today.
Heck of a way to prove it. Second down, 5. 4:50 to go in the half. 14-10. Blitz coming. Gerald Riggs around the right side. Jones up over the shoulders to make the tackle. But Atlanta has a first down at the Cowboy 49-yard line. Mike Hegman helped out on the tackle.
Well, you go by the blitz, and so many times we're not seeing the blitz that often, but we're going to see Downs coming up again, coming inside, and they're just going to stunt and try to get outside. But all of these people, but when you blitz him from up inside, so there he comes. He's late. Ball's going outside to the right. Riggs, no support when you blitz because you're in man coverage. Get a guard pulling, a tackle pulling, and you got a first down.
4:13 to go in the half. 14-10 Dallas leads. Falcons, helped by a couple of personal foul penalties, are moving. Archer rolling out to the left. He'll be sacked for the third time. Ed Jones. The containment by Jim Jeffcoat on the right side. That equals the number of sacks that have been made on Archer since he became a starter.
We're going to look at 72 Jones. This time sitting up. Brett Miller just throws him aside, goes right by him. No responsibility at all. He's got a clean shot that time at Dave Archer. Actually, Miller takes a shot at Jones and then releases down inside. You kind of get the feeling that maybe someone was supposed to come out and help out on too tall Jones.
Clock shows 3:45 to go first half. Cowboys now with 32 sacks for the season. Second down, 16. Outside blitz by Bates. They cross him up with a run to the left side. White Shoes Johnson. Dan Henning told us expect anything, and Bates was coming on the outside blitz. White Shoes got the ball and cut up inside of it.
White Shoes Johnson, one of the things that he has added to this football team, Verne, especially with a young quarterback, is the confidence. Last week he caught 11 passes, 160-something yards. They need him in third down. They use him. They go to him. They believe in him. And Archer believes in him. And he says that this offense is designed, this number 81, watch him all day long because he is our offense. Along course with big 42.
Once again, Atlanta facing a third and long. They've got a third down 11 from midfield. Wiseman starts in motion. Archer is hit as he lets it go. The pass is caught by Joe Washington. First down at the 33-yard line. 18-yard gain on 3rd and 11, and Archer did a fine job of delivering it under pressure.
One of the things that the Cowboys have done, as we've said, outside 47 Clinkscale will come and blitz. Now you're going to see 22 Scott going across the field as we turn to play loose. You're going to see now he releases and blitzes the quarterback. Now he thinks he's going to get to him. Good job by Archer. He stands in there, throws a football, first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line. 2:52 to go first half. Wiseman starts in motion. Riggs again on first down. Circles to the outside. Clinkscale up high to make the tackle.
Lockhart, good job of filling in, chasing the play, and making the tackle on Riggs. This has been kind of interesting, has it? As we look at Eugene, the hitting machine, the fact that the Cowboys are being tested by a young offensive line, a line that everyone believes that if given time will be one of the best in the National Football League, Verne. They're coming out and they're running the football, and I'm real impressed with the way Archer has done what I said earlier. He's kept his poise under all of these adverse conditions, and he's making good, positive things happen for the Falcons.
6 of 12 for 69 yards. Second down and 6. Atlanta threatening again. They trail by 4. Play fake.
He's got him.
He's got him. And overthrows it. Did he wait too long in the pass?
I think he just waited too long. That time he came out, he made the little play action pass, and he had Charlie Brown wide open on the post.
We have the 2-minute warning. Back in a moment. Just moments ago, before the 2-minute break, a near touchdown for Atlanta.
Well, they're going to come off inside, as you see. Charlie Brown at the top of your screen. 22 has him. Scott's got him. Now he's got him to the post. No one there. And then Archer just throws the football too high and all the way out of the end zone. Now Archer knows that he had him wide open. He knows that he had a touchdown. There's a pass and there's a reaction. frustration. It's funny to me that no matter who plays cornerback, right cornerback for the Cowboys, it seems that every team wants to come in and attack. Ron Fellows was there. Now we have Victor Scott.
Dan Henning prowling the sideline. Again, his team playing well as they have in the majority of their games this year, despite a 1-6 record. 3rd down and 6. Atlanta has been helped by penalties in 3rd down conversions previously. The Cowboys threaten the blitz. Archer may be audibling at the line, and the Cowboys call off the blitz. Archer back. Merrick misses it. There's where Archer almost got loose.
He was looking in the corner for Joe Washington, who had broken free and was open in the corner. He saw him, and right at the very end, tripped up and fell down.
Jeffcoat with the ankle tackle after Smerrick came over the top. And we're going to see, there's Jim Jeffcoat. Said last week one of his frustrations this year is his lack of sacks compared to his teammates. So now Luckhurst will come on to try and cut the margin to 1. Luckhurst with 17 field goals in succession. League record is held by Mark Mosley of 23, Washington Redskins. This will come from 46 yards out. It's perfect this season from the 40 to the 49. 46-yard field goal by the left-footed Englishman Mick Luckhurst. Snap is a little high. The kick is a little low, and the streak is over. Not sure whether the high snap had anything to do with the timing of the kick, but Luckhurst's string ends at 17.
Well, not knowing that much about kicking and the way the ball had so much spin on it, I can only imagine he got under it and got it on the tip of his toe. Streak's over. Reaction, as compared to the one that he made earlier, no reaction at all. You'd never know one way or the other. But, you know, it looked like his toe got under it. Caught it too far out on the end. Verne got a lot of spin on that football. That's why it was so low and short.
And Michael Downs might have just tipped it in the line. Might have just deflected it or gotten enough on it to make a stop. Here's timeout called.
Atlanta, number 1.
By Atlanta. Dan Henning's team trails by 4 still with 1:08 to go in the first half. Our score is 14-10 Dallas. Atlanta's bid for additional points falls shy as Luckhurst's field goal is short. May have been tipped by Michael Downs. Cowboys have 3 timeouts left. 1:08 to go in the first half, and the ball at their own 28. They will go from the shotgun, so apparently would like to get at least a field goal out of this. They lead it 14-10. Four-man rush, stunning by the Atlanta Falcons. The pass is caught by Tony Hill at the 39-yard line. Kendall Kaysen defending. The clock shows 58 seconds to go. Danny White almost lost a shoe.
Did a good job, scattered around the secondary, found out who was playing off. Nice deep hook. Good job that time of getting the ball.
On the first down play, White, that'll be overthrown. And it's intended for Dorsett. The Tiger Green was coming, rookie free agent from Western Carolina, and White may have thrown it away. Our score 14-10. The Cowboys lead with 41 seconds to go in the first half. Buffalo leading Philadelphia at the half by 10. Indianapolis still leading Green Bay 20-10 in the second quarter.
Roughing the passer. 15, first down.
Had a flag for roughing the passer that none of us saw. So we have had more than our share of penalties here in the first half. It's not like there's any great animosity between these two teams because they haven't played, as we said, since January of '81. They really don't know each other well. Tom Landry, dapper as always in the far side. Tampa Bay leading New England by 1 at the half as the Bucs continue their quest for win number 1. Minnesota has cut the Chicago halftime lead to 13-7. Detroit over Miami by 10. First down and 10. Whoa, boy. Oh.
Pitts, number 74, Mike Pitts, the left tackle for the Falcons, just sitting there waiting on that draw trap that time by the Cowboys. Meets Dorsett in the hole. Bam.
Dallas scored on that play last week in Philadelphia, but Pitts makes sure they don't get anything out of this one. And the Cowboys have called timeout. Denver trouncing Kansas City at the half, 27-7 score in that game.
Kenny's playing. Kenny's back at quarterback now. It's funny, Kansas City started off a house of fire. Now they've kind of cooled off. Someone poured a lot of water on their offense. Boy, they really have cooled off here in the last few weeks. You know what's interesting, Verne, is as you cover the National Football League and you go around and watch big plays being made, and then the following week when football teams try to duplicate that play, the one that got them the big touchdown the week before, you notice is on this trap while ago by Dorsett. Boy, nothing. We've seen him run that for 30 and 40 yards, and they see this and they say, one thing we're not going to let happen, let this guy break loose on this draw trap. Right there sits Pitt, makes the tackle. There's Tony on the sidelines. Celebrated 10,000-yard rusher.
Matter of fact, to give you an idea how tough it's been for him, 60 of his 72 yards came on one run. He's only got 12 total on 7 other carries today. So the Cowboys have not run that well against Atlanta. Coming up at halftime, the NFL Today, Brent Musburger and Hank Stram is back in New York to give you scores and highlights, help Brent out with that, and a special feature on Dieter Brock called LA's Canadian Rocky, R-O-C-K-Y. Second down and 12, and the Cowboys again will go for the shotgun. White 10 of 17, has 30 seconds left with which to operate. An offset defensive line for Atlanta, straight to the right side as they face the Cowboys. 3-man rush. They drop 8, and Tony Hill is going deep. Waits for the ball, adjusts, can't hang on. He had to wait on it and looked like he had made a good adjustment. Then the ball batted away.
Case in that time, the young man that they hit the touchdown pass on earlier, they're flooding the strong side with 3 receivers, 1 coming out of the backfield, isolating Hill man for man with Kaysen at the top of your screen. The ball is slightly underthrown, but right there you see Hill get his hands on it. Kaysen had presence of mind to reach in and knock it out. Now, Hill, as you can see, is wide open, slowing down, giving Kaysen the opportunity to cover him. Now the ball hits Hill in the hands, and then Kaysen slaps it loose.
Was that a case of a deliberately underthrown ball or simply
No, the ball was wobbling like a shot, you know, like a wounded duck.
But sometimes you will do that.
Sometimes a quarterback will deliberately underthrow it.
Third down and 12. 5-man rush. Good blocking. There's Tony Hill. First down at the 25-yard line. Fine leaning catch by Tony Hill, who's having a big, big day. That's a gain of 22.
We got to look at this as one of the simple patterns that you run. It's a clock killer at the top of your screen. Hill driving on Bobby Butler. Butler dropping back inside, says, no way you're getting the post on me, Hill. He says, fine, give me the sideline then. 20 yards.
That is 6 catches for 100 yards for Tony Hill in the first half.
I wonder if he's talking to White in the huddle. Hey, baby, give me the ball. I'm open. I'm open.
I saw you throw him a pass down before the game started.
Hill?
Hill.
He told me, you know what he said? Bring on Roger.
White back on first down. Across the middle to Hill. That's his 7th catch. The Cowboys do have a timeout left. 11 seconds to go in the half.
One of those delayed routes where Dorsett coming out of the backfield, going deep to the corner, trying to stretch the secondary. Now what White is doing, he's keying the safety as he overflows to the left. If he does, taking away the deep bow out or corner route by Dorsett, Verne. Then they come back underneath, a little delay that time to Hill. He sits there, waits. Ball gets to him. Nice gain. They got a 2nd and 1.
Okay, put yourself in Tom Landry's hat or under it. With 11 seconds to go, you've got 1 shot at least.
Into the end zone. First of all, they know whether they play zone or man. That's eliminated. They know exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to attack it. So I would say they're going to throw the football and they're going to throw it into the end zone. And Danny, if it's clearly open, will get the touchdown. Hopefully that's where they're thinking. Or throw it out of the end zone and you kick a field goal. Actually, with 11 seconds and not having to go no further than what we're looking at, 16 yards.
Right.
It's not too inconceivable they could get 2 plays off.
Before they try
I
the
doubt
field
they'll
goal.
chance it. I think they'll go into the end zone, try to get a touchdown, and then get out of here with a big lead.
Rafael Septien prowling the sideline just in case. Had the horrible 3rd week of the season when he was 1 of 5. He's 11 of 19 for the year. And says he's been bothered by back problems in his lower back.
Well, sure, I threw 5 interceptions in one game, and later on
Boy,
I
your
was
back
playing
hurt.
well. They said, well, Terry, what happened? Well, my back was bothering me. You didn't want to say it then, but my bad back, got a bad backache.
It's wonderful because they can't really prove anything.
That's
You don't
right.
have to wear
It's like a
cast.
headache.
2nd down from the 16. starts in motion.
Offsides, Atlanta. Or the way it is, this game is so fancy now, and with these words, it's probably an
Encroachment, nose guard defense.
I told you.
I knew that Louisiana Tech degree would come in handy. You figured that out.
I have not figured it out.
Encroachment, number 74 defense. The penalty makes it a first down.
He liked it so well, he had to tell us again.
That was Mike Pitts.
Mike Pitts made a fine stop earlier on Tony Dorsett. Well, they got some good tackles. This Benish and Pitts, number 69 and 74. Boy, they're two fine tackles.
Still 11 seconds to go in the half. Now a first down from the 11. Same play, Renfro in motion. White settles for the sideline pass.
6 seconds remaining. Now, this route, I don't really understand. They only had 2 receivers.
Danny White says, let's try one more, and Landry sends the field goal unit
6
in.
seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003. The ball has gone into the end zone. There'd be 1 second left on the clock. Now, why not? 6 points, right?
You and Danny White agree.
Well, 6 seconds.
The guy in the hat doesn't.
And he runs the show. You can bet on that.
Raphael Septien, 7 of 10 from 30 to 39 yards out.
I noticed earlier before the game you asked him how his back was. Kidding, just kidding.
Well, it was a line drive, but it got through, so the back must be healed. The Cowboys increase their lead to 17 to 10 as Septien gets the field goal with 2 seconds to go in the first half. Atlanta opened up with 10 unanswered points, and the Cowboys have come back with 17 straight. Second game of our doubleheader, the 49ers in almost a must-win situation for the playoffs. They are 3-4, and the Rams, the team they say no one respects out in Los Angeles, 7-0. With a terrific defensive effort so far this year. The 49ers and Rams coming up next. Most of you will see that game. Some of you will see the Giants against New Orleans as the Giants try and keep pace or tie the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East. That's the second half of our CBS doubleheader today.
You got to really, it's kind of curious, isn't it, those Los Angeles Rams. Great running backs. Now, what's there, getting 60 yards a game, maybe even less than that. And Dieter Brock, the guy that brought in from Canada, threw for about 10,000 yards a season up there. He's averaging about 178 yards a game, and they're not scoring a lot of points, it doesn't appear. But doggone if they're not undefeated and winning every week and somehow doing it.
Well, if you don't know Dieter Brock, you'll learn a little bit more about him at halftime in a feature called LA's Canadian Rocky. The Rams and the 49ers coming up after this game. Dan Wagner and Cliff Austin are back to return Raphael Septien's kickoff. There's a fumble, and that will be the final play of the first half. Well, it has been lengthy, it has been interesting, and the Cowboys, as the Falcons and the Cowboys have at each other here in Week 8 of the 1985 season.